Welcome to Cartoon Investigation, the channel where we uncover the hidden layers of your favorite animated series. Today, we dive deep into King of the Hill, a show that might seem like a simple slice-of-life comedy, but beneath its surface hides layers of drama, intrigue, and social commentary that many viewers may have overlooked. Was Arlen, Texas, just an ordinary town? Or was there something darker lurking beneath its suburban charm? Let's investigate. Chapter 1. The Myth of Arlen. At first glance, King of the Hill is a story about Hank Hill, a conservative yet well-meaning propane salesman, his family, and his group of friends. But what if Arlen isn't just a setting? It's a symbol of a disappearing America, a place trapped between nostalgia and the harsh realities of modernization. The show meticulously deconstructs the American dream, showing how Hank struggles to hold on to traditions while the world around him changes in ways he cannot control. Hank is not just a father and a husband. He is the last guardian of an idealized past. His devotion to propane, a seemingly mundane job, is actually a metaphor for his deep-seated belief in stability and order. Propane is clean, efficient, and predictable, everything that Hank wishes his world to be. But the people around him, from his wife Peggy and his son Bobby to his eccentric neighbors, constantly challenge this stability, forcing him to confront uncomfortable truths. Chapter 2. The Tragic Figures of Arlen. Every great story has its tragic characters, and King of the Hill is no exception. Dale Gribble, the conspiracy-obsessed exterminator, is perhaps the most tragic of them all. His paranoia and outlandish theories are more than just comedic relief. They are a desperate attempt to shield himself from the greatest truth of all. His wife Nancy has been cheating on him for years with John Redcorn, and his son Joseph is not biologically his. But what makes Dale's story even more heartbreaking is that deep down he may already know the truth. He chooses to believe in wild conspiracies about the government rather than face the personal betrayal happening right under his nose. Then there's Bill Dotterev, a man broken by loneliness and self-hatred. Once a promising young soldier, Bill has spiraled into a pit of despair, clinging to any semblance of affection he can find. His house, filled with relics of a happier past, is a museum of his former life, and every episode that focuses on him peels back another layer of his sorrow. While his friends may laugh at his misfortunes, there is an undeniable darkness to Bill's story, one that King of the Hill presents with both humor and painful honesty. Peggy Hill is one of the most complex characters in the series. On the surface, she is a loving wife and mother, a substitute Spanish teacher, and a woman full of confidence. But beneath that confidence lies deep insecurity. Her relentless belief in her own intelligence often blinds her to reality, making her both a comedic figure and a tragic one. Her relationship with Hank is particularly intriguing. While they seem like a stable couple, there are moments where Peggy's ambitions clash with Hank's traditional values. She wants to be more than just a housewife, yet she often overestimates her abilities, leading to humiliating failures. Her story is one of quiet desperation. She yearns for greatness, but is constantly confronted by her own limitations. Chapter 4. Bobby Hill and the New Generation. Bobby Hill is not the son Hank expected. While Hank dreamed of raising a tough, disciplined, sports-loving boy, Bobby is artistic, sensitive, and more interested in comedy than competition. This conflict between father and son is at the heart of King of the Hill, representing the broader cultural shifts taking place in America. Bobby's character is a challenge to traditional masculinity. He doesn't fit Hank's definition of what a man should be, yet he is confident in himself. Unlike Peggy, whose confidence masks deep insecurities, Bobby genuinely embraces who he is. This creates moments of both comedy and deep emotional resonance as Hank slowly learns to accept his son's differences. Despite their differences, Hank and Bobby share a deep love for each other. As much as Hank struggles to understand his son, he ultimately wants what is best for him. The tension between their contrasting views on masculinity, tradition, and the future of Arlen makes for some of the most touching moments in the series. Chapter 5, The Fall of the American Dream. King of the Hill is more than just a family sitcom. It's a reflection on the changing American dream. Throughout the series, we see characters clinging to old ideals, whether it's Hank's love for propane, Dale's fear of the government, or Bill's nostalgia for the past. But the world around them continues to evolve, often in ways they cannot control. The series doesn't offer easy answers. It acknowledges the value of tradition while also showing its limitations. Hank may be a relic of the past, but he is also a man of integrity. Bobby may represent a new kind of masculinity, but he still struggles to find his place. Dale and Bill may be tragic figures, but they are also deeply human, embodying the fears and insecurities of a changing world. In the end, King of the Hill is a story about adaptation, about how we hold on to what matters while letting go of what no longer serves us. It's about family, community, and the inevitable passage of time. And that's what makes it one of the most profound animated series ever created. What's next? As we wrap up our investigation into King of the Hill, we want to hear from you. What are your favorite moments? Which characters do you think have the most hidden depth? Leave your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to Cartoon Investigation for more deep dives into your favorite animated series. Chapter 6, The Unspoken Struggles of Luanne Platter. Luanne Platter, Hank's niece, is often seen as naive and carefree, but her story is one of resilience and silent struggle. Raised in a broken home with an abusive father and an unreliable mother, Luanne's journey in King of the Hill is about breaking cycles of dysfunction. She constantly battles the fear of becoming like her parents while striving for independence. Her relationship with Lucky, a laid-back drifter with surprising wisdom, shows her yearning for stability. While many see Lucky as an irresponsible slacker, he provides Luanne with a sense of security she never had growing up. Her story is one of hope, proving that people can rise above their circumstances if given the chance. Chapter 7, Cotton Hill, The Shadow of the Past. Cotton Hill, Hank's father, is one of the most intimidating and controversial figures in the series. A World War II veteran who lost his shins in combat, Cotton embodies the harsh, unyielding masculinity of a bygone era. His abusive treatment of Hank and his casual cruelty toward those around him make him a formidable yet tragic character. Cotton's presence looms over Hank's life, shaping his fears and insecurities. Despite everything, Hank desperately seeks his father's approval, a reflection of how deeply ingrained generational trauma can be. Cotton's eventual death is a symbolic moment. His outdated values fade, leaving Hank to finally step out of his shadow. Chapter 8, The Legacy of King of the Hill. Even years after its conclusion, King of the Hill remains relevant. Its portrayal of family, change, and small-town America continues to resonate with audiences. Unlike many animated sitcoms, it never relied on absurdity. Instead, it thrived on authenticity. The show's legacy is one of balance between tradition and progress, comedy and drama, realism and satire. Arlen may be fictional, but the people in it feel real, which is why King of the Hill endures as one of the greatest animated series of all time. What's next? As we wrap up our investigation, what are your thoughts on King of the Hill? Which themes stood out to you the most? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to Cartoon Investigation for more deep dives into your favorite animated series.